Dear students, have a nice day. Hope you will be fine and best of your health. This is Dr. Sajid Mahmood Rao, Division of Science and Technology, University of Education, Lahore. Today, we are talking about a brief overview on the classification of the natural products. So, in this session, we will discuss the importance, applications, pharmacological, as well as different pharmaceutical brands and their isolation sources of tannins and stilbenoids. Let's see what are the tannins. Tannins are a class of polyphenolic biomolecules that bind to and precipitate proteins and various other organic compounds, including amino acids and alkaloids. They mainly contain more than 5 hydroxyl groups. In addition to tanning leather, tannins are used in photography as mordants in dyeing, clarifying wine and beer by precipitating proteins out of them and as astringent in medicines. Tannins are found commonly in the bark of trees, wood, leaves, bird stems, fruits, seeds, roots, and plant culls. So the tannins, also called tannic acid, any of a group of pale yellow to light brown amorphous substances in the form of powder, flakes, or a spongy mass, widely distributed in the plants used chiefly in tanning leather and dyeing fabric, making ink, and in various medical applications. So, you can see over here two further important examples that fall in the category of tannins, and these are the phytoconstituents that are gallic acid and the basic skeleton of tannins, in which different polyhydroxy groups are condensed with each other and known as general structures of the condensed tannins. So, let's see the sources and uses of gallic acid. Gallic acid is trihydroxybenzoic acid, a type of uric acid found in gallnuts, sumac, witch hazel, tea leaves, oak bark, and other plants. The chemical formula of gallic acid is C6H2 OH thrice CWH. It is found both free and as a part of hydrolyzable tannins. So, gallic acid is used as antioxidants and helps to protect our cells against oxidative damage. Gallic acid was found to show cytotoxicity against cancer cells without harming healthy cells. Gallic acid is used as a remote astringent in cases of internal hemorrhage. Gallic acid is also used for the treatment of diabetes mellitus. Due to the presence of hydroxyl group in the basic skeleton of the tannin molecules, these are easily soluble in water as well as in organic solvents. The organic solvents which are used for the solubility of tannin molecules are methanol, ethanol, butanol, ethyl acetate, and propofol. Now we see the identification test. This test is carried out by using gold beater skin test. It is carried out when a small piece of gold beater skin membrane prepared from the intestine of an ox is soaked in 20% hydrochloric acid, rinsed with distilled water, and placed in a solution of tannin for 5 minutes. A brown or black color is produced on the skin due to the presence of tannins, which indicates the presence of tannin molecules. The second test is phenazone test. This test is carried out when a mixture of aqueous extract of a drug and sodium acid phosphate is heated and cooled and filtrated. A solution of phenazone is added to the filtrate. A bulky colored precipitate is formed, which indicates the presence of tannin molecules. Tannins are found in most part of the plants, and these plants are Potentilla erecta, in which tannins are found in the roots of these plants. Second plant is Syzygium cumeni. In this plant, the tannins are found in the bark of the plants. The next plant is Acacia nilotica. In this plant, the tannins are found in the pod of this plant. Tannins are also active agents, which is due to the presence of Pontilla recta. In this plant, it is have antiviral anti-inflammatory activity. The second plant, Chlamydia trianda, in this plant, antibacterial and antidiarrheal activity is found. The next plant is Syzygium cumeni. Anti-asthma and anti-ulcer activity is found in this plant. So, we discuss some important phytoconstituents which are found in these plants. And these phytoconstituents are tannic acid, aromatic acid, and tannins. So, here we discuss some important phytoconstituents, their uses, and isolation sources. The first phytoconstituent is tannic acid. Tannic acid is found in the seeds, bark, cones, and hardwood plants. Tannic acid is a common mordant used in the dyeing process for cellulose fibers such as cotton, often combined with alum and iron. Nowadays, tannic acid is applied typically for the treatment of cold sores, diaper rashes, fever blisters, and poison ivy. Tannic acid is also taken by mouth as oral drug and applied directly for bleeding, chronic diarrhea, dysentery, bloody urine, painful joints, as well as persistent cough and cancer. The second molecule, that is ellagitannins. Ellagitannins are used and isolated from as these are used as bioactive polyphenols that are found in some fruits, nuts, and seeds such as pomegranates, black raspberries, strawberries, walnuts, and almonds. These are used as a universal phytoconstituents. The universal nature of these mechanisms in common forms of cancer suggests that pomegranates lecitannins, which have been tested in both prostate and colon cancer cells by our research groups, and also be useful dietary agents for the prevention and treatment of other forms of cancer such as breast cancer. So, tannins are also used in tan industries, used to produce different colors in ink formations, as well as used in pharmaceutical sectors. Now we discuss some important pharmaceutical brands that have been launched on the basis of phytoconstituents that fall in the category of tannins. The first brand is Ultrasim. It is manufactured by Vitamin Company Nutraceuticals, and we take its dose 2 to 3 tablet per day. It is formulated in tablet dosage form. It is used in obesity, means it is used in weight loss. The second brand is Pasphon. It is manufactured by High Mount Pharmaceuticals, and it is taken 6 tablets per day. It is formulated in tablet dosage form, and it is used as antispasmodic agents. Let's see what are the stilbenoids. Stilbenoids are a family of polyphenols known for the complexity of their structures and for their diverse biological activities, occur with a limited but heterogeneous distribution in the plant kingdom. The most prominent stilbene containing plant family is Vitaceae. It is represented by the famous wine-producing grape, that is Visita vinifera, is one of the richest sources of novel stilbenes currently known, with other families such as Jantaceae and Fabaceae. Stilbenoids are a hydroxylated diverse and derivative of stilbenes. They have C6, C2, and C6 structures. In biochemical terms, they belong to the family of phenylpropanoids. Dear students, you can see over here two important phytoconstituents that fall in the category of stilbenoids, and these phytoconstituents are pterostilbenes and stilbenes. Now we discuss its sources and uses. Pterostilbene is a polyphenol, a type of molecule that occurs in plants, particularly small berries and nuts. Blueberries are particular rich sources of pterostilbenes. Although it is found in grapes, pterostilbene does not survive in the formations of wine process. So, pterostilbene is used in the disease of Alzheimer's. It is also used as in the disease of atherosclerosis, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and insulin resistance. The second molecule is stilbene. It is not found from the natural sources. However, it is synthesized by a coupling reactions of iodobenzene and styrene using a palladium-2 catalyst. This reaction is carried out and synthesized by Mizuroki-Heck reactions. Mizuroki-Heck reactions undergoes reactions typically of alkenes. E-stilbene is used in the manufactures of dyes and optical brighteners, and also as a phosphor and scintillator. Stilbenes is one of the gain mediums used in the dye lasers. Stilbenoids as a phytoconstituents and natural products are insoluble in water. However, these are soluble in organic solvents that includes methanol, ethanol, butanol, ethyl ester, and chloroforms. Now we see over here some important identification tests that confirm the presence of stilbenoids molecules. The first test is ferric chloride test. It is carried out when we take a sample and then added ferric chloride solutions give the reddish brown color, which indicates the presence of stilbenoids. The second test is performed by polyamine water test. In this test, We take sample and add it bromine water, which gives the white precipitates, which indicates the presence of stilbenoids. One of the most important stilbenoid producing plant is Japanese knotweed, but they also have found in pine, peanuts, cranberries, jackfruits, and spurs. Stilbenoids also have some biological activities. They have antimicrobial activity, anti-inflammatory activity, and antioxidant activity. Now we discuss some important phytoconstituents that fall in the category of stilbenoids, and these phytoconstituents are polyphenols, polysaccharides, and some other miscellaneous compounds. Stilbenoids reduce some markers of oxidative stress and inflammations, lower systolic blood pressures at high dosage, and has various medicinal properties. Dear students, now we discuss some important pharmaceutical brands that have been launched on the basis of phytoconstituents that fall in the category of stilbenoids. The first brand is Omega Women. It is manufactured by Wesson and we take its dose to 50 milligram per day. This brand product is formulated in orally tablet dosage form and capsule dosage form, which take orally. So it is used as anti-cancer and antioxidant agents. The next brand is Mushroom Optimizer, which is manufactured by Jaro Formulas Nutraceuticals. We take its dose 300 milligram per day. It is formulated in capsule dosage form. It is used as antimicrobial and antibacterial agents. The last brand is Binolia Afla 943. It is manufactured by Fruitorb Nutraceuticals and we take its dose 300 milligram per day. It is formulated in capsule dosage form and it is used as antimicrobial and antiviral agents.